Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Grot. Hello, Bishop. How you guys doing today? Um, Give me half a second here. Today, we're going to be doing some editing stuff. It's really probably going to be more like motion graphics than editing, but we'll kind of see. Let me go live. Let me hit the button. Guess we'll want the full display. I'll have to figure out what's best here. Oh wait, I need to re-angle the camera. Little kittens on the poof. I'll give you 2/4 a second. That's a very me thing to say. Wait, 2/4 is half a second. It's good. It's good. But yeah. I'm not exactly sure how to do this. This is kind of gonna be a little bit weird, probably. I think we did editing like once, and we did like one little thing, but I think because the intro, she'll never know. There you go. I think because the intro is pretty important for this, I really want to try to make sure we do something cool. It also kind of has to set the tone for the entire thing. Obviously, it's not really like there has to be that much of a tone. We're doing basically the how to play for armies. We've got a lot of motion graphics that I've done. Song check. This is Outride the Sandstorm. So yeah, we got a lot of motion graphics going on, which is probably like way too excessive. I probably should be using more, just doing this in Tabletop Simulator almost completely, but sometimes you feel like you just want to do it in all motion graphics because you're crazy, you know? Yeah, it's a lot of motion graphics if you haven't noticed yet. I'm just kind of panning through it. Now the goal is to do the intro. Now well, the goal is to do the intro, but I do have a few goals within that goal. If you want to do something cool, do something snow themed, but there you go. Good morning, Fig. Or afternoon. Where you are. Yeah, indeed. It just reminded me of something, and I don't remember what it is, and I'm trying to place what it is. Oh, okay. It was SpyX Family. I'm like, what is this? The good day, or perhaps good evening. The like Twilight communication thing. Anyway, for some reason that was in my head. Anyway, let me stop watching like 2 hours. Well, that's a whole good portion of the stream. Okay, you finally let her out of the box. Yeah, she decided to. I mean, the box is right there. Right there. She just wanted the poof today. I need to fix my sleep schedule. Yeah, you should probably do that. You guys were up late last night, huh? Okay. I don't need this. This is the intro. So I don't normally do this, but I think I'm going to storyboard this out so we don't kind of do anything unnecessary. So let me let you guys listen to the audio here for a second. Sorry, music has stopped. Let's see how loud this is. Wait, hold on. Hello?
This is Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative trading card game where you and a friend face the relentless onslaught of the old gods and their monstrous hordes. Choose your god, command your armies, rally great heroes, expand your domain, and build mighty structures to defend this world you call home. Stand together, fight back, and strike down the old gods before they unmake all of existence.
That's the intro. It's been more than a month since I've gone to sleep before midnight. Yeah, you should probably fix that. Sounds pretty echoey. It's probably because you're hearing it. Oh wait, are you hearing it twice? No, you're probably hearing it through my mic as well. The sound is fine. I assure you. It's just whether you could understand or not. It's cool. I could never if I had to listen to my own voice. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, I was gonna say that it's gonna be fine in reality, but you're hearing. I will have it muted because I know you guys aren't gonna want to hear me playing this over and over again 30,000 times, right? No, that's fine. I don't need sleep that bad. There you go. There was a smidge of echo, but I could understand it just fine. Yeah, that's just my mic. It's also quiet. Like I could turn it up for you guys, and you probably wouldn't notice the echo. This might be too loud, but I'm sorry. Actually, let's start quiet, and then ramp it up, and I'll let you guys hear it one more time.
This is Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative trading card game where you and a friend face the relentless onslaught of the old gods and their monstrous hordes. Choose your god, command your armies, rally great heroes, expand your domain, and build mighty structures to defend this world you call home. Stand together, fight back, and strike down the old gods before they unmake all of existence.
Okay, that should have less echo. So that's the base idea of it, right? Now I have two goals for this. Let's actually just start. We're gonna storyboard, so let's just start with just a blank thing here. I don't normally storyboard, but I think when it's loud, there's no echo. No, I also muted my mic, so it was just you were hearing because I'm listening to it on my speakers, right? So I decided to mute myself at the same time. We're actually. Oh god, hold on. I'm trying to grab my mic and my thing, and all my cords are tangled together, and you're losing sight of the kitten. I know, sacrilege. Okay. So the kitten. Got some very yum food. That yum food. Triple the yum. Shawarma and fries. French fries. Can't say I've had it, but I will believe you. I like food. Food good, you know? Okay, so you're not staring at a blank screen. Let's just do our typical, gray color, and then we'll draw over it. So the two goals, one is it needs to show that this is a card game, right? Like I could do the smoothing is kind of screwing over the my handwriting. Not that my handwriting is good, but card game. Because I could do just like a series of shots that are all super like I want to do like a sort of very graphical thing where it's like it has my little animated characters. I can make a whole entire scene of all the you know, all our little guys, right? All like the fighter and whatever and the warrior, and then have them like doing things. Like we could do that. Kebab. Nice. Interesting. It's an interesting combo, I think. I don't know. I'm not a huge, I don't know. I'm ignorant here. On my own with the heckin' kids this week, and we just ordered pizza because I am tired. That's totally fair. I just had a burger. I pan fried it. Unfortunately, that creates a lot of a lot of smoke in your kitchen, and B, just oil all over the floor. So now my entire kitchen is slippery. But yeah, we want to make sure people know it's a card game. We also want to make it look cool, right? That'd be cool. Those are basically the two requirements. The biggest thing is to not lose sight of this, right? To lose sight of the card game aspect, right? That's really the biggest thing, because I could easily just like, you know, have like we could hold. And we have plenty of card art that we could do just cool stuff with, right? For instance, we could have something where it's like summon cool, like powerful heroes or whatever I say, right? And we could do something where it's like, you know, the fighter moving around, right? You know, like we could have him doing stuff. Like we could have him like, you know, raising his weapon, and like we could actually pose them in the thing, which I think would be very cool. I also need to fix my diet. I eat way too little. There you go. Eat more. More pretzels for you. I eat very little protein. Yeah, my diet has been very protein heavy, but that's because I need to. My goal is to lose weight. Oh, there's a reference I used for the dirt. Anyway, yeah, so that's basically the main sort of goals. Is like I could do something like this, and I think it would be cool to have some of that in here. But I don't want to lose sight of it being a card game. The other example, I don't need all these pages open or all these things. The other example is like the bridge intro, right? If it loads. This intro, right? We could do something like this. I think this is probably a good way to do it. I don't necessarily need me standing here. We can make it more just completely Armies Against Entropy themed, but having the cards and then maybe going into the card art, I think would be kind of cool. Like when it says like, have powerful heroes, we could like have this, and we could have some like cool 3D parallaxing, right? I mean, wait, I'm very light for my height. I mean, very. Gotta eat more, my dude. More protein and just more food in general. You gotta start getting some meat with your pretzels, you know? Also vitamins. Vitamins. Harder said than done. Yeah, sort of. I mean, yeah, it's effort for sure. I was gonna say you could cook your own food, you know, but it does take effort, right? As a effort thing. Yo, what's up, Anonymous? How you doing today? What are you guys all up to? What are you working on? How's what's, you know? What's for? But yeah, let's break down the audio here for a second. We'll probably have, you know, I'm trying to crochet all the evolutions before Sunday or Saturday. Oh, nice. Do you have a thing? An event again? My thing that it's been keeping my diet from totally collapsing is burger patty with rice. It sounds like you need to eat more burgers. Burger good, you know?
This is Armies Against.
Okay, well the first one is This Is Armies Against Entropy, which is pretty simple, right? This is panel 1. Right? So this has got to be the title. I could reuse my title. I feel like I should make something cooler, but we'll see. This could probably be bigger too. And also on a separate layer. So this is Armies Against Entropy. Isn't there a way to like move something while keeping it in the same layer? You get to have it selected, maybe? Yeah, that's what we want. I guess I'll try to have... We're gonna turn off Spotify. We're gonna turn on desktop audio so you guys can hear what I'm doing. Just let me know if it's like too loud or too quiet or whatever, or if you start getting annoyed. There's a winery south of here that stocks and sells my plushies. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. And he's doing like a big event this weekend with vendors and food and trucks and stuff. That's awesome. That's sick. Heck yeah. Go Fig. All right, first one's just gonna be the title, right? That's just number one. We'll have to figure out exactly how to do that. Maybe we'll look at what we have and try to do something a little bit cooler, maybe. I don't know. We could just leave the title, but I've used it like 1,000 times and I feel like maybe we could do better. This should also be on like this layer. Of course I put it in the wrong spot. Okay. Doing good. Gonna be working on some card game stuff in a bit, probably. Nice. Heck yeah. I like to hear that. What am I even doing? Okay. Next.
A cooperative trading card game where you and a friend face the relentless onslaught of the old gods and their monstrous hordes.
This is a little less clear.
A cooperative trading card game.
A cooperative trading card game
where you and a friend face the relentless.
Where you and a friend. I can think of like where you and a friend is like, you know, shows me. You know, maybe I should just do all this on one layer. I'm just making it more difficult for myself. Okay. We've got the you and a friend part, right? So me, so there'd be beats. And then we'd also have maybe one of my friends, right? Had to lurk for a minute. Hope everyone's doing good today. Yeah, dude, for sure. No worries. Lurk away. It is your right to lurk. I really want to fix my sleep schedule and diet because for the last year, I've been tired all the time and recently looked up the causes of chronic tiredness. Dude, I've been chronically tired my entire life, unfortunately. But I feel, yeah, it causes stress and anxiety, but bad diet and little sleep. Yeah, I mean, you know, not sleeping is a cause of tiredness, you know? And I have all three of the points, so that's great. Yeah, you should work on that. I believe in you. Beats, Bean, what are you doing? I still need to have that like queued up as like a thing I can just press and it plays it, because people are probably like, what the heck what are you even saying? Okay, so it'd be like me plus a friend for part of it. That's like part one of this, though. There's like two sections to what I say, right? Where you and a friend. So it's a cooperative trading card game is the first part. Sorry, my writing's really bad. This is also because the smoothing's on, so it's kind of like makes it a little worse, but it's not good in the first place. But let's listen to this one more time.
A cooperative trading card game where you and a friend face the relentless onslaught of the old gods and their monstrous hordes.
I think it would be very, very cool to have like all of this as one shot. Like a continual zoom shot, right? It shows the title. It's like, this is Armies Against Entropy. Zooms past that, shows like a co-op trading card game, and they're like cards fall, right? And then maybe it zooms into one of those cards and it says, we're you and a friend, and like me with one of my friends is there. And then it goes like, fight the monstrous hordes, like monsters. So then it kind of transitions into like the sort of old god colors, right? Like the whole landscape turns to the old god colors. We sounding good. Beats, are you calling little endlings monsters? Well, technically endlings are minions, not monsters. So it's specific. So like that would be cool, right? Having one continuous shot, but that's also a lot of work. So I mean, I think it's fine. It needs to be cool, right? Like it's kind of like, it kind of should be cool. We kind of don't have a ton of options as far as that goes, right? Hello, Fig. Ooh. Hello, Grot. Sorry, I keep forgetting to check the YouTube comments. Yeah. They're there on the screen. I guess that sounds cool, right? That might be the end of like the first section, but let's I don't know what okay, so title, and then it goes into like cards dropping, right? So we got a hand of cards. And then like zooms into the card where it says, where it has me, I don't know why I'm so squat there. Me, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's a storyboard. And a friend, maybe high-fiving. Probably not. Probably like looking into the distance, you know. And a friend. You know, looking off that way. We're you and a friend fight monsters, and we'll have, you know, it'd be cool kind of have like, this will probably have like the landscape behind it, you know, the typical AE title one, right? And there's like the crystals and whatever in the foreground. And then this will be like, yeah, the cards will drop on it. We'll zoom into one of these cards. We said monstrous hordes. Stop bullying the poor endlings. Yeah, but technically, the endlings aren't classified as monsters. They're classified as minions. So I'm just gonna keep pulling that technicality for you, you know? And then this zooms in even further. It'll kind of, you know, it'll zoom right through the old mountains here, or whatever landscape we decide on, and it'll be all old gaudy. I think it'd be cool to use the dark bargain, or what do we even call it? I don't need like half of these things open. We use the like this card. Maybe we could flip the hands around and have them like reaching, and they're like in the sky, like an evil presence or whatever. Kind of like, you know, we have again the mountains, because that's kind of iconic for this, and then you have like evil hands in the sky, and maybe like an old god symbol. I don't know, or something. I don't know. This is a hand, I swear to you. Counter argument: the massacre of 2025, also known as the Iron Sentinel. I don't think that's really a counter argument. I think it's more of a just you're pointing things out, you know? I don't know. Scary face in the sky. I don't know, something, you know? This is a storyboard. It doesn't need to be great. Maybe some hands. My old dumb eye saw. I'll go back to Twitch after dating? What? Oh, don't worry, I'll go back to Twitch after eating. Okay, sorry. I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't even read the first message. I had no context. Song check. I don't know how long ago that was. It's Desert Raceway. Neon Desert Raceway. Before that, Horse Core Upgrade Mark IV. What a name for a song. Their victim blaming the poor endling. Disgusts me. True. Poor guy. Then we have like little crystals, you know. I don't know. Something like that, right? Let's listen to more and see how we feel. This is the wrong thing.
So a cooperative trading card game where you and a friend face the relentless onslaught of the old gods and their monstrous hordes.
It probably would be cool, and I don't know how realistic it is, but on this page, when it has monstrous hordes, we have just like a bunch of monsters here, you know? Little endlings. An endling. The problem is, like, you probably would want them facing this way. Like they're coming toward the players, right? And most of the endlings are drawn on a side profile, so I'd have to redraw it. I got it wrong, I guess. I don't know how people eat a lot. I find it very hard after a bit and just feel full and I cannot eat anymore. Then I would say increase your calorie intake per meal. So eat stuff that is more heavy, you know? Like more calorie-rich meals. But some people are like that. I would say, you know, depends on who you are, though, for sure. All right. Continuing on. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to shout it out as you hear stuff.
Choose your god. Command your armies.
Let's just listen to all of this and decide how we feel about it.
Choose your god. Command your armies. Rally great heroes. Expand your domain. And build mighty structures to defend this world you call home. Stand together.
I think that can be a whole nother thing. And then the next
Stand together. Fight back. And strike down the old gods before they unmake all of existence.
So I think... No, I like doing this. How do you guys feel about that? I guess I don't get full fast, but it doesn't last long, so... Or I get full fast, it doesn't last long, so... After a while, I'll get hungry. Start snacking. Do the snack thing. I mean, that's fine, right? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, you know? I find usually, like, people who eat small amounts are people who take their time when they eat, right? Like, a lot of time if you're just, like, you know, watching or, like, doing an active activity while you eat, then you'll end up not eating as much. So, like, focusing on eating, you know, is maybe an option. It depends on who you are, right? Like, I can't claim all that. Oh, Tebow's right. I didn't do a going live ping. Well, no wonder no one's here. There you go. Eat faster. Just gorge yourself. Usually also eat while doing something else. Yeah. Try just sitting at a table and just sitting there eating your meal. Have a bigger meal, sit there, eat it. Focus on it. There's my weird recommendation of the day. Okay, there we go. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, sorry all for the late Discord message. I completely forgot. I knew I was missing something too. That's the thing. I was like, man, I'm missing something, but whatever. We're going live, I guess. And that was it. What's up, Toots? How you doing? We're working on the intro for the thing, and we're doing some storyboarding. I think this could probably be the first set of things, and then we could kind of go from there. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Let's make more panels. More panels. Okay. Toots Bean. Toots and Bean. Must be pronounced like that. Anyway. Okay, let's listen to this one more time.
Choose your god. Command your armies. Rally great heroes. Expand your domain. And build mighty structures to defend this world you call home.
So I think...
Choose your god.
God, this would be insane to do, and I don't know if we can, like, do it fast enough. But, like, we could do, like, a god... We could do something like a god card. We have a card, right? And it shows that in like the heaven background or whatever that I have, right? It zooms into here, right? We do an infinite zoom, right? We zoom into this god card. And that zooms... This might be way too ambitious. I don't know. I think maybe we should try. This I think ends, right? We end here. This is a god card. It zooms into the god card, which then oh god. I don't know how the transition here would work, but we're talking about each card type, right? Each player card type.
Choose your god. Command your armies.
Command your armies. This would be like hero card, right? It zooms in and somehow we get to a hero card. Again, another card. This might be like headache inducing too, though. I don't know. Right? And then we zoom into that. Well, that's exactly what we're doing. We're doing video editing. I mean, we're storyboarding right now. It's not really editing, it's more motion graphics is the kind of goal here. You still need to do Discord notifications because everyone should be sub to you on with all notifications. It's true. So true. No, honestly, I just need to set up an automatic Discord ping bot, and it's like, I don't know why I haven't done it yet. So many homies here today. It's true. We got a lot of homies. Oxylotl. Oh, wait. Unrelated, throwing it out there here before I forget. 4 elements of the axolotls: hodlotl, waddleotl, oxylotl. That's good for air, and rockalotl. I like it. The only oxy I'll take. There you go. He's called us homies. Y'all are homies. I mean, technically Toot said it first, but I was just reading what Toot said. We all are homies. It's true. Roxalotl. Just can't remember if I asked you, but do you have any tattoos? I do not. I do not. I feel like with me for tattoos, if I was to ever get one, I feel like I'd have to go like absolutely crazy with it. Not like weird, but like a large piece. Because I think a lot of people view tattoos as like, okay, rather they view the human body as like multiple canvases, right? So you're like, you know, you've got your, we'll draw my little character or a character, right? People will be like, oh, I got a tattoo here, 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 I got a tattoo here. Me, personally, I view it like your entire body is one canvas. So like each little tattoo that's in like different spots feels weird to me. So that's why I like stuff like, you know, like full like body tattoos, like where it's like a sleeve or like, you know, some like the like ones that are like a, I don't even know how to explain it, right? Like you have like a larger piece that goes into a full sort of like aesthetic, especially ones that like contour your like natural physique well. That's like something that's what I would do if I were to get a tattoo. I don't know if I really want something like that permanent, you know, but that's how I personally feel about it. I'm very behind. Yay, Beats likes us. I do indeed. You guys are great. God, get your ass back on Twitch. We're gonna check the box. There you go. He has our friendship anniversary on his left. I don't know what that means. I'm lost. I have very little pain tolerance for tattoos or a no-go for me. Yeah, that's fair. I agree on the body being one canvas. I think they are very cool and I'd love to have one, but I'm too squeamish to get one. Fair. He's whole face tattooed. Can't tell you. Oh, it was left pro. Sorry, I read that wrong. Okay, I get it now. I get what Toot said. Friendship anniversary. Yes, gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. I couldn't read. My brain wasn't fully analyzing that. That's how it should be viewed. You got the right idea, man. I wish everyone thought of it that way. Yeah, I think. But yeah, I read posterior. I was like posterizer. My dyslexic brain was not working there. Going on arm and going toward hands are cool. Yeah, like a sleeve kind of thing I think is cool, but I wish I could contour Beats' physique. Anytime, man. Anytime. Tattoo bean on your back. Booty Beats. I mean, booty. That's funny. But exactly. Yeah, sorry. My brain wasn't doing the think thing. Okay. Yeah, so we could do like an infinite zoom thing, right? But I don't really know if that really works. Here we go. Speaking of physique, you're right. So right. All right, stealing the cat cam away. I vacuumed my carpet, so now it's not gross. Why can't I figure this out? Here we go. Oh man, that is so much harder. Much harder. I also have very high anxiety. That's just how I am. So I also way too stressed to do permanent change to my body. Fair. Funniest thing I ever heard is I have 2 tattoos of the letter W. And so I used to say, when I bend down, it says, wow. No. Bean. That's wild. That's crazy. That's both wild and crazy. Yeah, I don't know if we could do an infinite zoom thing. Like, it'd be cool to do. Dude, I did that tattoo. That's insane. Yo, Grot in the Twitch chat. No way. You know what would be okay? I had a thought. I had a cooler thought. Well, okay. Hold on. What we could do is we have this pan up. Right? It pans. And I guess it would probably be like trying to like decide what motion we would pan up. Maybe that. And then we go to a god card, which is like whatever. Right? So it like pans up from the sky and it shows the gods. Yes, Grot. Or should you say Nue? Oh no. Finally. What up, Grot? OMG, it's Grot. Look at y'all. Having a party about Grot being here. Maybe rather than a zoom. Okay. Let's think about this a little bit better. These train robbery, indeed. It's a good one. Party about Grot. Grot. Grot is life. Everyone's freaking out. Okay. We do want to show a god card. I think instead we have it just pan down. Right? So it's gonna pan up, show the god, pan down, show a hero. This one we can do a zoom. This one zooms in on a hero. What do we go from heroes to what? What do we even? Actually, I should re-listen to this.
Choose your god.
Command your armies.
Command your armies. Rally great heroes.
Ooh, crap. Why do I say command your armies, rally great heroes? What? What happened? Oh, you gave us up. Runner Bean! Thank you for the sub to Grot. Grot, enjoy your emotes. Yeah, 10 subs. Let's go. There you go. Thank you so much, Bean. You are the bean. The bean of my life, you know? There's no other bean for me. No, you don't need to go to YouTube. There you go. No ads. Okay. Now I'm conflicted.
Choose your god. Command your armies.
Choose your god, command your armies. Okay, maybe instead... Command your armies is supposed to be like a reference to units.
Your god. Command your armies. Rally great heroes.
Do we need command your armies as a statement in here?
Choose your god. Command your armies. Rally great heroes. Expand your domain. And build mighty structures to defend this world you call home.
I like how it sounds, but I also don't know how I feel about it. It's sort of redundant. Yeah. It's like, it's supposed to represent the unit tokens in the game. But like, I don't know if I want to show unit tokens in the intro. I don't know if like showing a token is very interesting, right? I think maybe what I could do is have like a few hero cards. Maybe. It says command your armies, and this kind of goes like these cards maybe get pulled away. And then it zooms into this one. A bunch of barbarians and warriors drop down to represent units. Yeah, that's what kind of I'm thinking, right? Like a group of cards. Because I don't want to like, I could just have like a bunch of animated characters, but I think just have multiple hero cards show up, like when it says command your armies, and it pulls away and then it zooms into the hero card and then shows the next thing. Like it'll just go, oh wait, let's do it this way. So I'll do that. It'll move to just the hero card. and then that will zoom in. Core element though. So that's a good question. Yeah. It maybe should have that, but I think this might work. I can actually see stuff this time. I guess it's fixed. Yay! Yo, Tuna, what's up? We're talking about storyboarding. We're working on the intro for my next video. So we're doing some storyboarding. What in the what? Art review. If you film yourself, you and your friend on a green screen, or playing the game, put green screen, or now zoom into the card. Ooh. That could be interesting. Maybe. I'll think about that. I'm gonna give that some thought. That does require more work and being with a friend. I do have my like little mini character, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. But Tuna, the video is about it's like the how to play video. So this, I'll just play the whole intro for you just so you can hear it.
This is Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative trading card game where you and a friend face the relentless onslaught of the old gods and their monstrous hordes. Choose your god, command your armies, rally great heroes, expand your domain, and build mighty structures to defend this world you call home. Stand together, fight back, and strike down the old gods before they unmake all of existence.
I'm kind of feeling like...
And your armies. Command your armies.
I kind of feel like command your armies should be something about units. We'll think about that for a second. Grot, did you post something? No. Or have them appearing in front of each other to kind of represent layers you play with your cards. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be epic. Yeah, we're gonna kind of storyboarding the intro. I'm trying to decide if I should show units. Well, this is gonna be units, or units or hero. Units or multiple heroes, right? Here. We'll kind of decide that in a minute. Let me contemplate on that for a second. The old gods are rude AF. It's true. Just trying to destroy the world, you know? That's what happens when you're the god of entropy, you know? I was just thinking the same thing. True. Little characters I may have tried to go for more unsettling vibe, like a combination of Don't Starve and my beautiful paper smile art style. I don't know if I've heard of that. Also, I went for a bit of okay, gotcha. Do we see it? Do we see it yet? Ooh, okay, hold up. Oh wait, I should do this. Copy image. I can definitely see the inspiration. This is Grot's art. I can definitely see the Don't Starve together and like the hairstyle. Yeah, that looks great, dude. No immediate critiques. This is my build paper smell, by the way. Okay, yeah. It's kind of like sort of like sketchy style, which I really like. Do you have any specific critiques you're looking for? But yeah, no, I really like the textures you got here. It looks really nice. I like the little scribble textures here, and even like the texture on like the mask here, you know? It looks really good. I like it a lot. Heck yeah, it's creepy, but cool. I like it. Nice work. Yeah, ooh, incredible. Yes, agreed. Start to color combined. Exactly. D. Adams goes to the opera. Bishop, you give me vibes. Put a photo of beautiful paper smile. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, that's good for reference. The textures are fire. Yeah, I agree. The textures are really nice. You did a good job with that. Done quite a lot with the hands for some reason. Yeah, it's kind of hard to like, you know, do hands. I think the simple style works a lot, right? I couldn't give you advice on drawing hands either, to be fair. Hands are the worst to draw, and feet. True. Honestly, I can't draw legs either, so it's like, here we are. Rather spooky, what's your inspiration? I was gonna say, I think, well, yeah. Yeah, who is this character? Oh god, but I can definitely understand that. Also, face is very hard to nail down, but yeah, duh. But no, but yeah. Yeah, anything specific, or I think you did a great job. Anything specific you want me to talk about, or just tell everyone to compliment you more? Everyone compliment Grot more. You did a good job, dude. Looks great. Standing desk. Hello, Sir Birdie. Sir Birdie, I hope you know, last time you jumped in here and did standing desk, the standing desk went up and it ripped the HDMI cable out of my monitor and broke it in two. Well, not in two, but it ripped the like connectors out. So I'm gonna be extra cautious when doing that. Oh, we're probably 3 minutes. Okay. The cable is free. Okay, you're there. Okay, I wasn't sure if you left because you're like, I'm gonna do this and then leave. Unfortunately, I don't think it was that funny. It wasn't really clip worthy. Like it was funny me panicking, but you didn't really get to see. I don't know, maybe it would be a clip one, but I don't know what that means. You did say you were going to do it, so I just believed you for at face value there. But yes, hello, good morning, good afternoon, I guess. I was about to say good morning, but look up Don't Starve Together. It's amazing. And the I was gonna say Don't Starve. This was inspired by Don't Starve. I would this was inspired by Don't Starve Together, I believe. So I think he said that. So Amazing Digital Circus, think you'll like the designs, a lot of stuff too. Yeah, for sure. Need to check that out. Barely made it. Yo, Maximus, what up, dude? How you doing, dude? Maybe a highlight around the edge to see if you're better. Oh, beep. It's hypothalamus. It's true. Dude, don't have any lore or purpose for the character. Just kind of wanted to, come up with. Yeah. There you go. Is entertaining, yeah. Really can't even remember hypothalamus. Anyone clip it? No. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up here, but I'm behind. Guess I should have said those emails give me those vibes. Yeah. Beats, any ideas for more characters in the same art style and theater thematics if you want would be welcome. There you go. Just lurch as if it was worked. Ah, gotcha. I'll take it. Inspired by, yeah, Don't Starve and what was it? The thing that you said. I recommend mask character. There you go. Yeah, honestly, like horror isn't really my genre. or like that sort of creepy style. Like, it's not really my thing. Not that I dislike it, but it's just like doesn't come naturally to me. So coming up with stuff like that is generally harder. I can do it, right? Like I made a whole horror board game. But I wouldn't say it's natural to me. So anyone who has more horror inclined, give Grot some ideas. Yeah, dude, it looks great. Nice work. Your vibes, but it brought two faces. Yeah, I was gonna say you've got like the happy and sad face. I guess you could just do one for each like mask shape, right? That would be, you know, the easy option. Kind of the opera character. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I guess you could do like a cool like split mask thing. My Cybertear is so awesome. It's true. It's a horror game. Yeah. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking, Bishop. Like a mask cloak dude. Yeah, you could do that. Or like a ghostly version of them. There you go. We're in an ad, so let me do a break for a second. We'll be back in 3 minutes, and we'll get back to work. Maybe I'll take a look and see if there's anything I can give you advice on for this, but I think you did a good job. I'll contemplate it for half a second. Anyway, be right back.
If you don't mind, just off the top of your heads, would you mind like telling us what your favorite and least favorite part of playing this was?
I'll be honest, and I hate to say this, but I don't think there was a single thing I enjoyed.
My friend Kyle and I made a game in 2 weeks for a competition, and as you can tell, it didn't go very well. But what actually went wrong? To get into that, let's start from the beginning. As I've been trying to get into more game development communities, I found myself stumbling into the Homemade Trading Card Game Discord server. And the coolest part about this server is that it hosted game jams, something that I usually thought was reserved for video games. For the uninitiated, a game jam is a competition where you have a set amount of time to make a game. Then you are given a prompt or theme to follow. Once the allotted time is over, the game is judged and you see who wins. Kind of like a 24-hour film festival or a hackathon if you're familiar with one of those. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get into the development of our Game Jam entry for the May 2024 HTCG Land Jam, Armies Against Entropy. In preparation for this jam, I partnered up with my buddy Kyle. You may remember him from my first devlog of Soul. We made the original version together. Anyway, we decided the first thing to do was to look over the judging criteria, come up with a schedule, and divide up responsibilities. This all pretty much went out the window day one, so I don't know why I bothered telling you this, but let's get on with it. As I said, this jam was hosted by the Homemade Trading Card Game Discord community, and as with most jams, there was a theme to help keep everything fair and keep people from submitting projects they worked on for years or whatever. In this case, the theme was lands. For all you trading card game people, this was clearly very Magic the Gathering inspired. Upon hearing this, Kyle and I got a document together and started brainstorming ideas. This was pretty stream of consciousness, and we tried not to discount any ideas from the start. And while we didn't take all these ideas directly, a lot of them did help us come up with different mechanics for the game. So here's some of the ideas we came up with. Land is mana, basically like Magic the Gathering. I'll say this wasn't something we wanted to do, but it was worth putting out there because it's probably everyone's first thought. That said, our goal was to move away from this and defy any expectations. Land is a battle arena / cards you fight over. I'm pretty sure I've seen other games like this before. I couldn't name them off the top of my head, but I've definitely seen it. Basically, this would be a card that you play other cards on top of to battle. Then you get to claim the land if you succeed, which would then give you some sort of benefit or bring you closer to a win condition. A game like Stack Lands. The word lands made me think of the game Stack Lands. If you haven't played this game, I would definitely recommend it.
My Discord command not work anymore? It should. Let me try something weird. Huh. I just updated this and probably broke it. Mans. Oh, huh? It should work. I'm like frantically trying to see if I spelled it correctly. Weird. All right. Oh wait. What the heck? Well, let's do it the old-fashioned way. It just doesn't work on... Sorry, I keep distracting. No. I mean, community building is... You know, here, just do this. Because for some reason, like in streamer mode, it doesn't let you do whatever. Go to my website, scroll to the bottom, there's a link to the Discord on there. Or honestly, I think there's, if you just scroll down underneath my profile, there's also something there too. Can we see let's see what you cook up. Make sure to share 100%. Definitely share whatever you make. Also do a version with Jester. Just Jester straight up copied him. Don't starve. Nice. Want score as well. Absolutely. Check it out for sure. Posted it. Blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know why that wasn't working. Oh yeah, look at you go. Heck yeah. We'll just quickly look through it. I don't want to spend too much time. Hey, look at there you go. Just because I want to get some stuff done. But yeah, I think the only thing I can think of for this, I mean, let's see. Values are fine. You can maybe brighten up the dress like a little bit, you know, or, you know, that's really the only thing I can think of. Oops. Like just maybe to make it like stand out a little more from the background, you know? Maybe. But it's almost kind of nice that it blends in the background because it makes the mask stick out so much. This is the wrong blend mode. I don't know. There is a blend mode to do this, like that, I guess. You know, you could make it stand out a little more. That'd be my only thought, but depends on how like how much you want it to kind of blend into the background. That'd be my only like tiny critique. I think you killed it though. You did good. Nice work. Or maybe opt for a darker background with a touch of color to make it a character stand out. Yeah, I was gonna say that would be the only thing I could think. Turn out looking a lot like Don't Starve. You can really see the you can't really see the MBPS inspiration in the end, so I'll try to make it more like that. my cover zone. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think you did a great job. It looks a lot like Don't Starve, which I think is good. You did a good job. If imitating was your goal, you did a good job. But yeah, I could see where you might want to try to like where you might want to try and include more inspirations to make it more of a unique style. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna get back to work because I do want to get at least a little something accomplished here. I want to at least get this done and get started on stuff. I'm kind of trying to decide whether I'm going to D&D tonight. There is the D&D thing I did last time. I'm trying to decide if I want to do that again this time. I think I agree with Anonymous here, and we want to have like a bunch of like just little characters. Honestly, even if they're like silhouettes, kind of like how they are on the like increase unit card, whatever it's called. Not send reinforcements, the other one. Raise an army. You know, they're just gonna be standing there, and then we have them like, you know, fade into the background. Yeah, just to showcase purpose, but I'm blending in masks blending in makes it easier to make. It gives a really sense of loneliness and sadness. Yeah, I think the mask is kind of like, yeah, it kind of like the mask kind of really pops out. So I don't necessarily think it's a bad choice. It's just, you know, make sure it's a choice that you're considering, right? Toots, can't believe I wasn't following you and your bio made me chuckle hard. Yeah, everyone go check out Toots tonight. You're streaming, right, Toots? Dean put a version of red background in the Discord. Oh, okay. Dean, I put a. Yeah, kind of really depends on what you're going for, right? But yeah, that makes it pop a lot more. Kind of depends on if you want it like popping or fading into the background. But yeah, that should be a choice you decide to make, right? What's so funny about it? It's hilarious. I think it looks better. You're talented bean. Indeed. Yeah, it looks really good. You nailed it for the that sort of Don't Starve style. Okay, this zooms into the hero, which will then zoom into what? Structure or land?
And your armies. Rally great heroes. Expand your domain.
Expand your domain means lands. So it goes into a land card. Is everyone following what we're doing right now? Or am I just kind of assuming everyone knows what's going on? Again, and also doing editing / storyboarding here might not necessarily be the most interesting thing ever, but... And then this zooms into a structure. The handwriting is so bad. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm the son of a doctor. I can have bad handwriting.
And build mighty structures to defend this world you call home. Stand together.
R1 and friends, yo, what's up? I feel like lands and structures should appear before heroes and zoom in to a land to have a hero appear there. We could potentially do that. Let me see.
Command your armies, rally great heroes, expand your domain, and build mighty structures to defend this world you call home.
I would have to record the audio, re-record the audio, because
And build mighty.
Just the way I say it.
Rally great heroes, expand your domain, and build mighty structures to defend this world you call home.
That's cool. Cool idea, Anonymous, and I think you're probably right, but for me, I think I'm probably going to leave it as is because I want to get this done today. I don't really want to re-record audio, or at least get it started today. I cut it a bit before, or I could just swap it around and then re-record audio later because I'm probably not going to get this done today now that I'm thinking about it. But again, it kind of depends if I want to go play D&D with real people in real life. Trying to figure that out.
Rally great heroes, expand your domain, and build mighty structures to defend this world you call home.
I'm missing stuff. This video is gonna be a lot of work. Are you planning to do it on stream? I mean, this part I was planning on doing. I've got, you know, a good portion of it done already, you know? But it's still like half done, but it's the whole point. Don't start leaning into the following like this game. Sorry I'm reading stuff fast, but I appreciate all you talking here. I'm just trying to get stuff done, you know. I'm not to say you shouldn't be talking and saying stuff. I'm just I don't know. I'm feeling time crunched a little bit, if I'm being honest. I'll watch you too if you stream. Indeed. Did I miss something there? Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm really afraid of failure. I get that, dude. I feel that a lot. You always can succeed in my eyes. Shut up, y'all. No, please don't shut up. I like having you here. I'm just
Expand your domain and build mighty structures to defend this world you call home. Stand together.
Let's listen to this one more time.
Choose your god, command your armies, rally great heroes, expand your domain, and build mighty structures to defend this world you call home.
Yeah, I think I agree. You go land, structures, and... Or wait, no. Structures, lands, and then heroes is what you're thinking. I also think having heroes first makes sense to just draw new viewers because most people find heroes more exciting than land structures, but I also feel structures, lands are what make the game unique, so I'm not sure. Hi everyone, have a nice day. You too. Thank you for stopping by. We'll never shut up. It's too exciting having us here together. Fair enough. True. If anyone wants to watch, I can mute myself and stream Krita and Discord. There you go. That's an option.
Rally great heroes, expand your domain, and build mighty structures to defend this world you call home.
Yeah, I think I would have to...
Rally great heroes, expand your domain, and build mighty structures to defend this world you call home. God, command your armies, rally great...
I'd also have to, like,
build mighty structures. Is your god, command your armies, rally great heroes.
I don't know how I'd restructure the wording.
Hordes, choose your god.
We could get rid of Rally Great Heroes.
Command your armies.
Command your armies, potentially.
Rally great heroes. Build mighty structures to great heroes. Command your armies.
Well, just everyone know it's Anonymous's fault that we're listening. We're listening to this over and over again for a minute here. Everyone, no one blame me, you know?
Your domain. Build mighty structures to defend these structures to these structures.
Because now Anonymous got us editing audio here.
Armies. Command your armies.
I might just leave it because it's going to be a pain, but without just re-recording and re-typing all this. Did I do that right? Probably not.
Command your armies. Build mighty structures.
No, I didn't. No, I did.
Rally great heroes. And expand your domain to defend this world you call home.
No, it would be like this. It's obviously not going to sound good because I'm chopping words together, but we're trying to see if this would work as an idea. Yo, Tebow. I mean, I don't need a recording closet. I record in here. At least now that I have like all my sound foam up and stuff. Whole gang's here. They really are. What am I even doing? I'm sure I've missed some messages. I'm sorry.
Command your armies. Build mighty structures. Expand your domain. And rally great heroes to defend this world you call home.
I mean, is that what we're thinking? Something like that instead? We're all here to give moral support. Well, thank you. For the release trailer, I would say you could zoom into the land card and then pan through land reveal structures heroes, but for now, for how the video, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I agree starting on structures would probably make more sense. Structures, you go through the structures onto the land and then to the heroes would be kind of how it'd have to be, because you could have it like lands then through structures then to heroes, but that kind of feels, that's how it should be like in the game, but I think it just fits better with the structure of the game. Like gods come first and lands. Yeah, just do it in the correct order. Yeah, that's fair.
Command your armies. Build mighty structures. Expand.
We don't even need this. This is, I don't know why I'm even. It would be like this. Then we can re-record the audio after, but
Command your armies. Expand your domain. Build mighty structures. And rally great heroes to defend this world you call home.
the inflection of my voice is all sorts of messed up, but I agree. You're right.
Monstrous hordes. Choose your god.
Yeah, we'll do in the order of in which the game is. How's it going so far? It's going all right. We're mostly just storyboarding this whole time and then looking at some y'all's art, some grot art. But yeah, I'm just trying to storyboard this out. Although the question is, where does the...
Choose your god. Command your armies. Expand your domain. Build mighty structures.
I think I'm getting rid of command your armies. Or should I leave command your armies and get rid of rally great heroes?
Build mighty structures and rally great heroes to defend this world you call home. Hordes. Choose your god. Command your army. Expand your domain.
I think I just get rid of this. The video's
This
too long
is
anyway.
Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative trading card game where you and a friend face the relentless onslaught of the old gods and their monstrous hordes. Choose your god, expand your domain, build mighty structures, and rally great heroes to defend this world you call home. Stand together, fight back, and strike down the old gods before they unmake all of existence. In this handcrafted game,
Yeah, Beats. Just keep yapping, why don't you? Okay. Sorry, I'm so far behind, I think. Tebow's here. I said hi to Tebow, I believe. Hello, Tebow. How are you? What are you doing? Tell me all about everything. I love the recording closet cutaway. Yeah, that was a really good bit. I do like that video. I mean, I was recording in that bit. I was recording in the recording closet because I didn't have sound foam in here, and there was no couch or carpet, and it was so echoey. But now that I have all the stuff in here, it's fine. We're all here for moral support. How's it going so far? I think the fits better. Okay, I already read that. Speak for yourself. I'm here for sweet Bitcoin. It's gonna make me rich. Heck yeah. Can't wait to send this video to people and get them to play it with me. There you go. Yeah. Honestly, I've been thinking about that. And one of the things about Reddit is that they don't like self-promotion. However, if you guys want to post any of my videos on Reddit, if any of you are active Redditors, be free. Post my stuff. Because I don't know if that would actually get me any traction, but it would be interesting to see. I can maybe zoom into the land, then structures, and appear past the structures. There probably have to be like a bit of land between the structures and the heroes. I think it'll work out. Past the structures to zoom into like heroes, something like that. Yeah. Maybe expand your domain after gods. Yeah. So God, expand your domain being lands. Then yeah, I think it works. You're right, Anonymous. It's a good call. Lay off Beats. Beats is here doing his best. I'm trying to do my thing. I made a comment in 2015 that got 8,000 upvotes. I'll share your videos. There you go. I can, but we should also make an AE subreddit. Ooh. That would be pretty crazy. Make your own subreddit at the very least. That's just one more thing for me to keep track of. I'm not really a Redditor, unfortunately, but maybe you're right. Maybe I should do that. I don't know. I don't know. God, so many people on today. A lot of cool people hanging out here. I can mod for you. Yeah. I mean, honestly, maybe. Yeah. Just set it up and, well, yeah. This video will be pinned at the top. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. Maybe I'll consider it. I'm not really a Redditor, so I don't really know exactly how all of it works, but yeah, here we are. Okay, so that's the new structure of it, which means we need to fix the things we just did here. Okay, we don't have this. This is... How far can we go back? Oh god, I hit save instead. Okay, that's all we can do. That's all she wrote. I hope you heard the furious typing on my keyboard to do that. Probably didn't because my mic's good and doesn't pick up any sound, but... Okay. So gods, then we go to lands. You know what? We could literally just do this. You know what I could have done instead of undoing all that? I could have just changed the words above everything, but it's too late now. I already ruined it. Although we did remove a whole frame, so I guess it's not quite. Plans, then zooms into structures. Which then zooms into heroes. There's an E. I always forget that heroes has an E. Okay, now I'm gonna need your guys' help again. Okay, so here's how the title. Okay, I'm gonna play all the volume, or like play all the sound. Again, we're gonna re-record the part that sounds kind of choppy. Ignore the quality of the sound. Listen to this. I'll show you what I'm thinking for it, and then we'll have to figure out the last part. So
This is Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative trading card game where you and a friend face the relentless onslaught of the old gods and their monstrous hordes. Choose your god, expand your domain, build mighty structures, and rally great heroes to defend this world you call home. Stand together, fight back, and strike down the old gods before they unmake all of existence.
okay, that's what we're saying. I say this is Armies Against Entropy title, right? Then we go to some cards drop down and say a cooperative trading card game. It zooms into the card, and then there's me and like one of my friends looking out into the distance as it zooms past us and shows like the terrain turns very old godlike, and there's like, you know, monsters or whatever sitting there. Pans up to the sky, which shows like a god card in the sky, kind of like this, I would expect, right? This sort of look, like, except probably less blurred. And then it pans back down, and we're in like a different zone where the lands are, right? And then it zooms in, or zooms, like flies over the landscape, right, to the structures, and then over the structures to where the heroes are. So yeah, Red is quite simple, so you'll get the hang of it quickly, fast, don't worry. It's just another communication platform after all. Yeah, it's mostly just like another thing to take care of, you know. Outgunned, indeed. Another way to transition is to make the cards spin and simultaneously have the text and background change. Yeah, I mean, I do have I do that a little bit for like the structures here.
Structures have some of the most versatile functionality in the game. These cards can have a wide variety of effects, helping you to create powerful synergies. The main caveat is these cards must be placed above lands to gain their effects.
You know, got that. But I think in this one, I think because it's the intro, it'd be cool to just have like, imagine like it's a camera flying over like the landscape. I think that would be pretty cool. And we can kind of 3D-ize the cards. That's what inspired me. For variety is definitely important. It's not even just variety. It's mostly just like trying to make it feel immersive, even though it's a card game, you know? It's gonna be hard to do, but I think we can do it. It's worth a shot. Worst case, I can use it for other stuff. Okay, what's the last part?
Rally great heroes to defend this world you call home.
To defend this world you call home, I think is just, we just have that part of the heroes part.
Stand together. Fight back.
Stand together, fight back.
Strike down the old gods before they unmake all of existence.
Trying to think that through. I could imagine it being like really adding pockets and orange stripe to the bottom of blocky beats. Nice. Heck yeah. I'm curious to see what it'll look like. Unless you already posted it. No. Gotcha. Yo, Bishop joined the Discord. I think it's time for me to sit down again. Hopefully this doesn't scare the kitten. Sorry, kitten, it's gonna be scary. Okay. I feel like we haven't gotten a lot done, but I guess we're kind of knowing what we're doing here, which is, you know, important. Yes, thank you for the standing desk. This is good. I'm getting so many epic ideas for the trailer that wouldn't work well here. Yeah, honestly, I did have an idea to do like a lot of like some fully animated thing with a lot of the characters, but I think that's like the teaser trailer that will be later, you know? You've ever thought about varying your music a bit? Like not only Lazy Laser? I have. And that'll probably happen somewhat soon because eventually I'm going to get sick of it. But I also don't want to do anything copywritten because I want to be able to have my videos on YouTube. And I've expressed permission to use Lazy Laser music. So we're good, you know? Try some White Bat audio. It's royalty free. I'll have to check it out. I mean, I'll have to check out some stuff. I don't know exactly what I'll do, but are any of y'all getting sick of Lazy Laser, or is it more? I haven't gotten sick of it personally, but I could see it being like people getting sick of it eventually. I also would like to do like copywritten music. Because, like, technically you can stream with it. You just can't save the VOD, you know?
Stand together. Fight back. And strike down the old gods before they unmake all of existence.
I could see Stand Together be like... We have a bunch of heroes, like just in the thing, right? We got, like, a bunch of heroes together. I don't know how we get from here to here. It could be another zoom where it zooms in and then we kind of have like parallax moving these guys kind of in. We'll have to see how that looks. And then it again zooms past, like kind of similar to this shot. I think we're kind of almost repeating up here. It'll be similar, kind of bookended almost. Which is maybe redundant, but...
Together, fight back, and strike down the old gods before they unmake all of existence. Fight back, and strike down the old gods before they unmake all of existence.
I think stand together, fight back can be like just one. It's going to be pretty short. We don't want this to move like too quickly.
And strike down the old gods before they unmake all of existence.
Strike down the old gods before they unmake all of existence. I think probably the last shot is just going to be like, again, like the world turning like old god like, right? Sort of like the old god colors, and then things like maybe fissuring and cracking and dying, you know? Turning old gaudy explosion volcano, maybe. I don't know. It'll turn like all corrupted. And then probably fade to black, I think, is probably how we'll do it. Fading to black is kind of a bad idea. Because I find fading to black, like when you're done with an intro, everyone just jumps off of it at that point. I guess maybe it like falls away. 2 beats. And that's our storyboard. For royalty free, because we're... Oh, wait, sorry. The trailer, you could start with real life footage of placing the cards down dramatically and getting pulled into the cards in the game world. Yeah, I did potentially think of that. Bishop mentioned that. Sorry, my brain was blanking out really hard for some reason. I think that would be cool, but I think I'm going to keep it all digital just because it's like my area of expertise, and then I don't need to go in and film anything, and I think it'll just look cleaner. I do like the idea, though. I start with this as Armies Against Entropy, which I feel like should just be the title. But I don't know, maybe that's something to consider. I don't know. It could just be like all the cards on the table and then zooming into one of them, but I don't know. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Lazy Laser. I think Gra answered that, right? It's my music. Doesn't even give anyone credit. Okay, gotcha. In the end, you suddenly transition back to real life where you're really heavily not believing what happened. Yeah, I do like the idea, but I'm unsure. Charlie's great. Okay, well, you could have the hero be the paladin, zooming in the card fully and animate and blocking projectiles with the shield and everything happens in the environment card. I think that would be something I would like have for like an actual like teaser trailer. Maybe that's what I should do for the teaser trailer thing. Maybe. We'll have to see. I could do a bunch of these sort of things, but I do like that idea. Starting with the pocket stream chat. It beats me. Ha ha ha. Hee 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 hee. Hee 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 hee. I think you got it. Looks about right. Look at him. Blocky beats. I think that works. I think you did it. Yeah, that looks good. Nice work. I love it. He's beautiful. I workshop that joke for about 20 minutes and all I get is ha ha he he he. Yes. It beats me. It's good. I like it. The animation of him blocking would just have a shield be shaky, but I think after would take more effort probably. It's more the amount of time spent on it, right? Like for this, it goes pretty quickly. Like we have to go card. Like it's not like card, we have a lot of time for it to absorb what you're looking at 100%, like just the way it's said. So I don't know if we have time to have like animations like that, but maybe we could. Also, the hero has to kind of go into the other card here. I do like the idea. So this has to like move into this, which is going to be multiple heroes standing together. But yeah, I agree with you. I think that would be cool. Now I am thinking of the sort of like IRL sort of deal, but we don't really have a card that has a title unless we move in on the back of a card. Because we could, give me a second. We could, in theory, have the game or have the video start. This is gonna be impossible to see. We could have it start on the back of a card and zoom into that, but I don't think that really quite works. I'm pretty bad about like, I usually go with the first thing I think of, and there's probably better ideas, you know? I don't know. We could probably workshop it more, but at the same time, I also think we probably should just go for it. And if we want to make a teaser trailer later, we can do it. But yeah, I think those are all good ideas. I appreciate the thoughts there. Maybe make a 3D model and figure out Toon Shader, then animate him or something. I could. I mean, I guess doing like the turn. Or wait. Oh, maybe if I make. Sorry. You're talking about yourself. Sorry. I was like, me? Like, I don't know. I could. I don't know if I'm able to do that. Yeah, it'd be kind of hard. But I mean, it's, you know, the shapes are at least simple, which would be nice, but could be work. Luna, I'm back. Luna needs pets. It's not okay. My bad. I had exercise the puppy. There you go. Exercise, like it had a ghost. Hello, Luna. You need pets? Hey, you need pets? There you go. Don't apologize for being back. True. It's okay. Hee hee. Yep. Saw that one coming. Setup time. Well, now you get to not see the cat again. Unless you don't care and you just trust me that I'm doing setup. But I'm not going to wait for you to tell me, you know? I will never be grateful for your attendance, Fig. Indeed. hardly visible. Nope. Doesn't win. Back to the kitten. Those lies. I'll sleep clean. The unanchored setups are crazy. I don't have anything to anchor, you know? I don't own an anchor. Is there a thing you can just buy to anchor your feet? You need a happy cry emote. I think I'm out of just like normal anime or emote slots. I only have animated emotes now. Maybe we can make an animated one, but we need more subs. I don't know when we get more though. I don't know what number of subs we get more emotes. We need 20 subscribers, so 19 more, and we get one standard emote slot and one animated emote slot. Currently, we still do have 2 more animated emotes, and then we can put a standard emote in tier 2. So we have three potential more emotes, but that's all we got. Okay. Also love you guys. We are all one big happy family, you know? I love y'all too. I say in a very dry tone, but not meaning it. I'm just focusing up here, you know? He's trying to. Again, I'm still trying to figure out how long I'm going to go for. You guys think I should go play D&D tonight? What do you guys think? I'm trying to figure out whether I'm kind of like unsure about all the pre-made characters I have. Nobody attracts the most wholesome audience. Indeed. I mean, I try, you know, I try to attract the right people. And of course I've had to like ban some people who were not the right people, you know? But of course you should. Human interaction, whatnot. Yeah, honestly, I kind of need it. I think I'm like slowly losing my mind for by not seeing people. I'm alone too much.
DeepTube 123 gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
Yo! Thank you for the 1 gifted sub. Heck yeah. I appreciate it, dude. To Cat Cook. There you go, Cat. I mean, you've attracted the right people. You've attracted us. Some people might say I'm attractive, you know? Must reward the wholesomeness. Nice. Meow. There you go. You now have a beetle. You've acquired a beetle. Now, the only thing to kind of figure out here is, do I need to fully make this one scene? And the answer is probably not. Because making this one entire composition might be just insanely difficult. So any of like this could definitely be like an actual transition. Like this could be all one clip. This could be, I guess this could be its own. These would have to be together. We'll see. I don't know exactly how to do this, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try our darndest. Technically, it's cheaper than 1 cup of coffee, but per month. True. True, it is. Is true. Coffee can be expensive though, you know? All right, let's just do this. Let's get on it. Let's actually start. New folder. Intro. Was that, did someone just sub, or was that just, or did we just somehow reach the goal? Or was that just like a delayed goal reach? Tebow sub, why didn't, oh right, because you have to actually hit the like share that you subbed, right? Isn't that a thing? But yeah, Tebow, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. You are the dude. There we go. It's like, whoa, we got a, wait, hype train incoming. Wait, is it actually a hype train? You'll have limited time to earn exclusives. Yeah, we're at a level 1 hype train. Look at that. Choo choo. Started a hype train. Thank you guys. What's a hype train? So like, you can see that it's like a percentage. So it basically is trying to encourage people to, you know, donate more essentially. So basically you have a percentage, and if you get past a certain amount by donating more, you get a higher level hype train, and then there's potential emotes you can unlock via different levels of hype train, you know, like the Pirate Software or Neuro one, or the Infant Kappa. Or the, where's the Gritty Goose? I just saw it. The Gritty Goose. Where's my badge at? It's there. You just probably have to refresh. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's, you know, here we are. I'm being victimized by Twitch. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, it's like, I'm a subscriber now. Monthly renewal. Thank you, Tebow. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, Fig, get on this action.
Figaro's gifts just cheered 100 bits.
It knows I love this community. Beats, how do you feel about my first ever Beats, how do you feel to be my first ever Twitch channel I subscribed to? I feel good about it, I think. It does make me feel special, for sure. I will not deny that. All right, let's just throw this whole entire thing into After Effects. Yo! Two. Level.
To the community.
Wait, how did it go up just 1 level, or did it go up more than that? I'm just curious. Level 1 complete. Loading. What are we at? This is an all-time record. Shattered, it says. It's like, yeah, level 2 at 0%. Okay, that makes sense. Heck yeah. Thank you so much, Toot. Alright, these all don't really matter. This is fine.
This is Armies Against Entropy.
This is Armies Against Entropy. Why am I sound? Does it sound too like I'm trying too hard, or is it kind of like, is it okay? You know what I mean? I'm like, this is Armies Against Entropy. You know, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Beats something. The MBPS art style, I think, turned out well. Picking stream chat. Still no legs, and his legs are hard indeed. So it was pretty fun to draw on. Let's take a look at it real quick. Right quick. We got to be close to an ad, right? Yeah, like 11 seconds. That's cool. I like that. Weepy. I like it though. Meh. Okay, we're gonna hit an ad. It's probably not a. Should have paused it for the hype train, but here we are. Not like like it really matters, but I guess you can only pause it by like 3 minutes anyway. Anyway, we're gonna take an ad break, and then I will be back in just a few minutes.
If you don't,
I won't get
mind,
ads now.
just
Yeah,
off
there
the
you
top
go.
of your
You'll get a
heads,
video
would you
instead.
Mind like telling us what your favorite and least favorite part of playing this was?
I'll be honest, and I
Do
hate
something. Oh wait.
If you don't
Sorry.
mind,
Wait.
just off the top.
Sorry. Wait. Sorry. Wait. Hold on.
If you don't mind, just off the top of your heads, would you mind like telling us what your favorite and least favorite part of playing this was?
I'll be honest,
There you go.
and I hate to say this, but I don't think there was a single thing I enjoyed.
My friend Kyle and I made a game in 2 weeks for a competition, and as you can tell, it didn't go very well. But what actually went wrong? To get into that, let's start from the beginning. As I've been trying to get into more game development communities, I found myself stumbling into the homemade trading card game Discord server. And the coolest part about this server is that it hosted game jams, something that I usually thought was reserved for video games. For the uninitiated, a game jam is a competition where you have a set amount of time to make a game. Then you are given a prompt or theme to follow. Once the allotted time is over, the game is judged and you see who wins. Kind of like a 24-hour film festival or a hackathon if you're familiar with one of those. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get into the development of our Game Jam entry for the May 2024 HTCG Land Jam, Armies Against Entropy. In preparation for this jam, I partnered up with my buddy Kyle. You may remember him from my first devlog of Soul. We made the original version together. Anyway, we decided the first thing to do was to look over the judging criteria, come up with a schedule, and divide up responsibilities. This all pretty much went out the window day one, so I don't know why I bothered telling you this, but let's get on with it. As I said, this jam was hosted by the homemade trading card game Discord community, and as with most jams, there was a theme to help keep everything fair and keep people from submitting projects they worked on for years or whatever. In this case, the theme was lands. For all you trading card game people, this was clearly very Magic the Gathering inspired. Upon hearing this, Kyle and I got a document together and started brainstorming ideas. This was pretty stream of consciousness, and we tried not to discount any ideas from the start. And while we didn't take all these ideas directly, a lot of them did help us come up with different mechanics for the game. So here's some of the ideas we came up with. Land is mana, basically like Magic the Gathering. I'll say this wasn't something we wanted to do, but it was worth putting out there because it's probably everyone's first thought. That said, our goal was to move away from this and defy any expectations. Land is a battle arena / cards you fight over. I'm pretty sure I've seen other games like this before. I couldn't name them off the top of my head, but I've definitely seen it. Basically, this would be a card that you play other cards on top of to battle. Then you get to claim the land if you succeed, which would then give you some sort of benefit or bring you closer to a win condition. A game like Stack Lands. The word lands made me think of the game Stack Lands. If you haven't played this game, I would definitely recommend it. This ended up being a pretty big inspiration for the game, so we'll get into that more a little bit later. Lands are spawner cards. I was originally thinking of Loop Hero when I thought of this idea, but we ended up kind of using a little bit of this concept, but not exactly from the idea that we wrote down. We'll get more into that later. So despite us saying we had 4 days to come up with a core idea on our schedule, we already had one day one. We liked the idea of something like Stacklands, a resource management game where you generate resources and battle monsters. We ignored the sort of survival aspect with the, exception of the battling monsters part. We also decided we wanted this game to be cooperative. We thought that it would work better for this sort of format and something more unique that we could bring to this jam. Kyle had work, so before starting this game in earnest, we did a bit of brainstorming and tried to expand upon this idea in the meantime. Here are the thoughts we came up with. The game was going to have one resource. While Stacklands or other resource management games usually have many resources to manage, we wanted to take a simpler approach. This is partly because we wanted the scope to be smaller, but also because we wanted the game to be as simple as possible. While a video game like Stacklands might be able to manage having players deal with nitty-gritty resources, a real physical card game doesn't really lend itself to that and can end up bogging the game down. To go along with this, we decided land would generate units. These units acted as both health and damage when placed onto cards. We had debated on whether or not these units would be different types of creatures and had different effects based on what generated them, having different lands generate different units, but we figured in the end this would make the game much more cluttered despite maybe sounding more interesting. So we ended up keeping the units basic and allowed the card to change the unit's functionality. For example, the idea behind it was like sending a peasant to a castle makes them a knight. We also decided units would be represented by tokens rather than cards. Originally, I was opposed to this idea, seeing we were trying to make it like a trading card game, but then I looked at Magic and was like, oh, right. Anyway, more on units in a bit. We also decided there would be 5 types of cards: gods, heroes, structures, lands, and spells. Spells we didn't include in the first version as it didn't seem necessary for our minimum viable product, but we got them in later in the development. Our last thought was that maybe this game could either be played as a co-op game or a dueling game. We decided to test the dueling game first because we didn't really need to make a monster deck and we could just jump right into playtesting. It being the weekend and finally having all our ideas together, Kyle and I met up on Discord and quickly put together a player deck. We used a lot of placeholder stuff like random fictional hero names and random structure ideas. Then once we got it all together, we sat down and played the game. And unfortunately, it sucked. It wasn't fun at all due to the game basically being made in such a way that whoever went first would always be the winner. We really didn't want this to be a dueling game anyway, so we pretty much gave up on that idea and decided to start making a monster deck. So in that vein, we started working on the mechanics for the evil deck, and here's what we came up with. The evil deck would have similar types of cards: monsters, which were just heroes renamed, structures, lands, and spells, and then what we were tentatively calling demons, which were the opposite of gods. However, to keep this from getting too confusing, I'm going to call them by their final names, which were the old gods instead of demons. Secondly, rather than having units, monsters would have a set power level, along with an attack order. This meant we didn't have to make any decisions allocating units or deciding who they attack on their turn. The cards essentially on screen because. And lastly, we want some sort of conquest mechanic. One of our ideas for
and
this
I saw Bishop
was
have
to
his
have
on.
reversible cards. As you defeat an evil card, it would flip and then become yours. However, we decided to start simple.
Yeah, for some reason I snoozed the ad. I don't know if it was like auto did because of the hype train or what, but here we are. Also, thank you, Toot and Fig, and Tebow. Thank you so much for all the subs and the hype train. That was cool. Heck yeah, you know? I think it was our second ever hype train, and we did get a new emote for that. So if you contributed, I believe you get this emote now. So there you go. That's fun. The button mash emote. It's a global emote. You can use it wherever. So I guess yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I should also do this. Oops. How does this work? Sorry. was trying to be fancy, but do it this way. There you go. Shout out for Bishop. He also streams. You should check him out. Last I saw, he was playing some RuneScape. Also does card game and art, and I believe he's making an interactive, like a chat interactive card game, which I think is, or not card game, but video game, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Let's just start with a black screen because I don't know what else to do here.
This is Armies Against Entropy.
Okay, so we could load the original title. I'm kind of wondering if I should just start over with it though. I think because it like I think I just need to. Well, let's just start from the beginning. These are all garbage. No problem, dude. I think that's the nice, like the cool part about Twitch, you know, is that it's like so like it's much easier to like it has an overarching community. Like YouTube's cool, but like it's a lot harder to have like that sort of interaction between people, you know, like on a just like a regular basis, you know. So like shout outs and raids and all that kind of stuff I think are really cool. Okay. Let's dissect this. How do we do it the first time? It's probably in titles. Maybe let's just open it in Photoshop and see what it looks like. Sorry I didn't shout you out last night. I need to get better at doing that for sure. Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty bad at it, but then I go onto most of the stream a lot, and he shouts me out every time. I'm like, man, I need to get better at it. So I'm trying to be better at it too. So no worries. Yeah, I really like the community engagement. Agreed. That's the old emote, Fig. Unless you don't get an emote for donating bits, I don't know how that works. I know you get it for. Oh, well, there goes Luna. Where are you going? Under my... Okay. Did I do this in a way that makes sense? I did. This is broken down into layers that make sense. That is nothing. Crystals. Dark fog layer. Hills 1, hills 2, mountain. It's almost like I planned it. That's literally nothing. Okay. Save it. And then throw it on into After Effects. East 1. I feel like I have to make like sub compositions for all these as well.
This is Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative trading card game where you...
So this is only going to be...
This is Armies Against Entropy.
This is only going to be that long.
This is Armies Against Entropy,
It's also 4K for some reason. I'm wild and crazy like that. Okay, so yeah, I've really come to enjoy hanging with the community peeps, even though I'm just here for Beats Creations. Thank you. I did said at, but there was no at, but the at was below it. It's dyslexically moving the at above. Thank you again. The community is awesome. Yeah, for sure. I'll be sure to next time. Don't even worry about it either way. Who here wants to learn some After Effects? We're actually getting to that. We're getting to the actual editing part of after 2 hours and 20 minutes. You can see why it takes a long time to do a video. Obviously, I'm like slightly distracted, but here we are. First thing we need to do is we've got all our layers here. You can see we can turn them off and whatnot, right? The thing to do is we're kind of looking to do something like I'll give you the vision. It's going to be something like this. This kind of thing, except we're going in reverse. We're doing title, then probably going past it to cards. It's like the reverse of this. You are deserving for being so chill. Look at Toot being a sweet boy. You know what I mean? Okay, this is the background. Can you rename this? Doom, 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 doom. Why am I? GG. Aw shucks. Aw toots. So yeah, the now I gotta make a blushing emote. Yeah, honestly, that was one that someone suggested that I do. But again, I don't have that many more static emote slots, which kind of, I could make an animated blush, but I guess we could also replace the WoW art one. Like that one is kind of like just there because we had the space for it, but we could make some emotes and replace some. All right, anyway, basically what we got to do is we got to change all these to 3D layers. And then the way to do it is what I like to do is have like 2 views, and then you have sort of this side profile view. And what we want to do, the problem is we need to make it stay looking like this, except have these layers have depth to them. As you can see right now, they're all flat. I don't know if we need an adjustment layer, but we'll leave it for now. So what you got to do, I guess the adjustment layer doesn't need to be 3D, and that probably fixes that. Yeah. Finish pics of it in Discord. I'll go now. It's already late. All right, I'll show it real quick. Ooh, there you go. Look at that. Nice work, dude. Ooh, I like the arms behind the back, but like a sort of hand reaching out. That's cool. Yeah, dude, I love the sketchy style. Looks really good. Nice work. The intentional sketching, looks really good. That's awesome, dude. Nice work, Grot. Yeah, love the sketchy style. Go get some sleep. Been a joy to chat with y'all. See y'all tomorrow. See ya, dude. Have a great rest of your night. Sleep well. Fix that sleep schedule. Okay, So now what we want to do is, now that we have these as 3-dimensional layers, we can actually push them into different areas. So basically what we want to do is, let's start with the background, because the background's got to be back, right? So we can shove the background in Z space. See how far, how it's going backward. Now the problem here is, as we shove this into Z space, you notice it gets smaller, which means our normal view here is kind of not great. And maybe what we can do is we can make this a little smaller. You can see it a little better. There we go. By Grout, we'll have to party when you see you again. Indeed. So the thing to change it is you just bring up the scale. So see how big it is in the background now. But if you look at the 3D view, it's actually still way far back. I may even want to just go crazy and push it back even farther. I'm wild and crazy like that. And you'll see how this works out in a bit, but I accidentally just saved. This file is getting probably a little too large. Position, we move the mountains back. Oop, move the mountains back. Then we scale them up. Hopefully this is at least somewhat interesting. I don't know if y'all are trying to get into editing at all, but yep, we're basically building parallax in After Effects here. That's essentially what we're doing. I mean, this is, yeah, like the same process of making like a sprite based game, right? Like it's just 2D assets in a fake 3D environment. It's like 2.5D graphics, right? My brain is moving a little slow though, unfortunately. Then we can push this fog color back a little bit. And the clouds we kind of want somewhere like interspersed here. I mean, maybe this doesn't really matter where they are, but we can kind of maybe have some here farther back, scale them maybe a little bit. And then some closer up. Hell yeah, indeed. Well, and then we can insert a camera into the scene, which is not what we actually wanted to do. Do we want to do a camera? Probably will make things easier, because then we can kind of fly through here, right? Well, we need to change the scale on everything. It's probably because the camera, the custom one. We want like a, I don't know. There we go, 35mm camera. We can back it up. But yeah, let's go back to our one view so you can see this a little better. We're gonna have to scale stuff up a little bit more to make it work, but here's basically what it's gonna look like, right? Oop, the heck? How'd that do that? What in the huh? Am I changing the wrong setting? In theory, this should... There we go. Guess that's right. Never messed with anything Adobe besides Photoshop and 15 years ago. I wish I would have thought the optimization is crazy. Yeah, honestly, it's really expensive, unfortunately. So that's like the biggest, you know, like worst part about, you know, all Adobe stuff. But you know, I'd probably push people toward DaVinci if you really want to get into that kind of thing. But at this point, you know, the layers are doing some weird stuff here. Oh, because this view is camera 1. Oh, wait, no. Custom view 1. Sorry, view 1. Okay, this is active camera. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Okay, we're fine. But yeah, no, I mean, After Effects is awesome. Just the biggest thing with all of it is the price on it all, you know? I don't know why this is... Why is it disappearing? It's just a rendering issue. We can't really have it doing that. I don't know why it keeps disappearing. Maybe it's because it's not rendering. Hold on, let's push it farther. Why? Why does it disappear? It's weird because it disappears when I'm doing this. Position intersect? No. Maybe we zoom instead. Yeah, zoom might be the way to do it. Actually, that's probably better because you kind of get more of like an optical sort of a thing. Yeah, let's zoom instead. We could get really crazy, enable depth of field, but that's always confusing to calculate. How do you do that again? Oh, depth of field is enabled. God, focal distance. Yeah, we could do like... We could do this. This is like... I don't know if we really want to do this, but we could... Oh, wait, that's doing it the wrong way. I don't want to do that, though. I don't... It's too confusing. It doesn't really work for the style either, you know? Virtual cameras are bananas. I agree. It's so confusing. You can set the focal length, aperture, etc. That's crazy. Yeah. I'm just not good enough at remembering how to do that, and also like what are the actual distances in here, right? I never really, like, you can change the film size, you know? I don't know. I never really got that super well in film school. I never really understood it super well. But yeah, anyway. We're just gonna turn off the depth of field and hope for the best. All right, we noticed we're having some scale issues here, so let's scale everything up a bit. Especially the background here. And then we should just be able to like keyframe the zoom and like just zoom. You know? Is that really giving us enough parallax though? We don't really want zoom, do we? We do want position. That looks better, I think. Yeah, it looks way better. I don't know why it's disappearing though. Oh. Why is it doing that? I imagine it thinks it's going past. We really can't have that happening, and I don't know why it is. Because when we're in, well, actually, let's try this. If we're in view 2, and we continue to do that, what happens? The camera just disappears. Oh, it flips around. Why? That's so weird. I guess this works. We just do this. At this point, we'll have something over here. We do need the... Okay, let's close some of the stuff that we... Some of these other things that we have open. Okay, we need the audio here, because otherwise we're going to lose our mind. Beatman, yo, what up, Tebow?
This is Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative trading card game where you and a friend face the relentless onslaught of the old gods and their monstrous hordes.
Oh, one thing you guys will probably hear at some point today is this getting, like, my voice going like this as it's rendering. It's very creepy, so if you hear very creepy noises, that's why. Keep that in mind. How should I create expressions? Just find reference, stream chat for context. It's very cute. More workout stuff. Okay. Yeah, honestly, a lot of the time what I'll do, at least, especially for like animated expressions, I try to just look at like, honestly, like cartoon or anime sort of expressions and then imitate those. I love it though. It's cute. Good. That's usually what I do. I mean, and then just try to do that. You're already on the right path though. You have like the, you know, eye closed at top, eye closed at bottom, eye closed at both, middle eye, totally closed eye. You could do angular eyes as well, like angry, like going downward kind of deal, or the reverse going up, if you want. And then, you know, just different mouth shapes. I usually recommend just looking at references of already animated characters because that makes things a little bit easier. I haven't done eyebrows yet, like angry style with eyelids. Yeah. Moving the eyes around makes them so much more expressive. There you go. But he's 4-2 out for fun. He's also working on a game too, but...
This is Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative trading card game where you and a friend face the relentless onslaught.
I don't know why this is so laggy. I guess it's probably because we have a lot of stuff open. We don't need this open. We don't need the... We don't need that open. Do we? What if we save this and then we export PNG? I'm kind of wondering if I should continue, like, I don't know. How do you feel about editing? I'm kind of like meh on it right now, but I know it's like kind of like there's some cool stuff, but
This is Armies Against Entropy.
I'm worried that this is this choppy for some reason. I don't think it is, but
This is Armies Against Entropy.
we do it at a quarter speed.
This is Armies
It
Against
also shouldn't be playing the video.
Against Entropy. This is Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative trading card game where you and a friend face the relentless onslaught of the old gods and their monstrous hordes. This is Armies Against...
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the visuals here. The camera is not smooth at all, and I don't know why.
This is Armies Against Entropy, a
Like, really? This should just be like this quick.
cooperative trading card game where a cooperative trading...
Which is way too fast. Also, it goes too far, but... You know what I'm gonna try doing? I'm gonna try rendering this out and seeing what it looks like. It might take forever, though, because it's a 3D scene. I like the timing compared to the zoom action. Yeah, it's kind of... I'm just wondering if it's busted or if we're okay here. It's gonna be so fast. Yeah. Okay, it is really choppy for some reason. But why? Okay, but why? Why so... Why bad? You know what? I have a sneaking suspicion here. It's at 5. The frame rate is 5. I don't know why it does that. I do know why it does that. I changed something to... I don't know why I brought it back up. Bro, I knew it. Yeah. There was one time I wanted to like mess with the frame rate, and sometimes After Effects has this dumb like thing where it where it... This doesn't need to be 4K though. It does this thing where it like saves the last thing you did and it kind of just breaks everything here. We're going to have to go in and fix all these though. Okay, that's fine. Sometimes like imports things weirdly. Okay, I guess that wasn't that bad. We just fixed it. Okay. All right, we need to start zoomed out more. Of course, that changed it because we changed it from 4K to whatever. Okay, this is much better. We don't need to zoom in this much though.
This is Armies Against Entropy, a
There we go. Much better.
This is Armies Against Entropy.
All right, I should zoom in more. Much gooder, indeed.
This is Armies Against Entropy.
I think we probably should just go, this is Armies Against Entropy, and stop like here. Not necessarily stop, but like it doesn't need to zoom in that much, because I think cards fall from the sky is how we're going to have it. Indeed is good. What the heck? Oh, because we shouldn't be using Zoom. I'm doing it wrong. I am doing it backwards. In the lyrics of Eminem, you're doing it backwards. You're dipping your soup inside your crackers. Okay, we do a little bit of additional movement here. A lot of the rendering is gonna.
A cooperative trading card game where you, a cooperative trading.
Have you guys gotten sick of hearing me say a cooperative trading card game?
This is Armies Against Entropy.
I think we could maybe move the title forward camera a smidge. Like here. Also, I'm wondering if the title should just be just above the hill. Or maybe not. What if it zoomed into the background and then zoomed out like it was the card? Maybe. I think so. Here's what here's the vision. We'll pull this up again. Maybe it's not the perfect solution here, but this is what we currently have. We currently have, it shows the title, and then I guess these cards kind of drop down or they're revealed in some way, right? And then it zooms into the card. So I don't know if I want to do like too many zoom into this. I mean, we're already doing 3 to 4 zoom into cards. I think it's okay if we just kind of... It's kind of weird that the title is... Almost seems like it's moving. Also, doing like an easy ease probably would make this a lot nicer too. Zoom into the recording closet. There you go. You might be right.
A cooperative trading card game where you, a cooperative trading
card game where you cooperate and trade in cards and game and cooperative trading card game.
This is Armies Against Entropy. A cooperative.
I mean, the easy ease looks nicer, but it also kind of just stops, which I don't know if it's exactly what we want. We kind of want the thing to just keep moving. It looks cool now, right? Like, we've got some movement. I think a few little adjustments that could be cool. I think I did it last time. Is we can do the position on the clouds. Those can, you know, over the course of it, we can have the clouds move. Oops, not that way. From like left to right. You know. I guess the ones in the background would move slower technically. I guess I could just mute the audio so you don't have to hear it 1,000 times. Yeah, I don't know. You want to hear it?
This is Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative trading.
I think it just needs to like continue to move. Like these oops. This needs to just or control click. There we go. This will need to just keep moving in, and then yeah, having the velocity of the camera remain consistent throughout this whole thing is going to be such a pain, but we're going to give it our best shot. We kind of want this to just kind of keep going, honestly. Yeah, I'm trying to think how I want to reveal. I mean, the zooming into the cards could be cool. We could just do like a whip pan and
Our game where you and a friend face the cooperative trading card game where you and
I could also see it. We could have it so it like. Right, hear me out. This is kind of a crazy 3D camera move here. We could. Now, hear me out. We could. What we what we could do is use. Where did I save this? I guess it's here. Put this in. Oh, it was. Okay. We could do the wood background from this video. This might be insane. I don't know. 3D layer. Kind of a crazy guy, you know? I don't know if this is insane. It feels insane. The thought is, what if we have the camera? This has to be on the bottom. The camera moves like a so. And then when it gets here, instead, we rotate downward. Okay, well, He's cooking. I'm trying to cook. I don't know what I'm cooking, but it's something, you know? And then what we see... Oh God, why is this not working? What we see is a table. Why does it look so weird? Feels like it's like not the right color. Because it's not, because it's under the adjustment layer. Maybe we just don't use the adjustment layer. I don't know why these colors look so vibrant. Okay, this rotation needs to happen at the end. What am I doing? So in theory, we fly in. I don't know why the title's behind the thing now. And then it pans down, and we're looking at the table. Know what I'm saying? And then that throws cards down, and then we infinitely zoom into those cards. It would be much cooler, potentially, if when the card or when this zoomed in, let's get rid of this for a second. If we zoomed in, if we undid the zoom instead, so our field of view is less. I'm just curious how this looks. And oh, there's a point of interest you can change. So that's probably how you change the focal view. So we go into here, and then we rotate down. How does that work? Oops, wrong way. That looks weird. Unless we do like a complex camera move, we could do something like... This is getting crazy. It's not meant for this much 3D space. Okay, this has to zoom in at this point. Get to there. Then we do rotation. Mark the rotation. Hit U to bring up all our current whatever. We move this down more. Nilby is a chef. He cooks that good shit. I'm actually a decent cook. We do want to be negative 90 degrees. And now if I change the position, it would be this position that would go down. We're kind of not exactly where I want to be. He'd be cooking. I'd be something, you know? Certainly doing something. All right, let's zoom less, move more, you know, as they say. We just do no zoom. Oh. I've created a singularity. You'll never cook anything better than the than my unseasoned Brussels sprouts. Do I like to air fry Brussels sprouts? I also like air frying Brussels sprouts. Air fry Brussels sprouts with, you chop them. First of all, chop the Brussels sprout in half, air fry it, and then sprinkle with salt, garlic powder, pepper if you like that, and a little bit of honey. That's my personal recipe for those. Honey, yeah, 100% honey. I'm telling you, it's the bee's knees. Olive oil also, like olive oil, usually I like put them in there to cook them, right? But yeah, honey, a little bit of honey. It might have been out of the burnt oblivion. Sounds delicious indeed. It's the beet's knee. No, it's the bee's knees because it's honey. Like a drizzle on the end. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Do we like this better? Oh God. Does not start where we want it to. That's the point of interest. I'm changing the wrong thing. It is kind of more interesting because it does go over the hills to reveal the title, which I think is kind of cool. Add some infused honey my brother makes, and we'll have to try it on some bee sprouts now. Oh yeah, I remember hearing him say he was making honey and unfortunately dropped a thing, right? Rendering very slowly.
Trading card game where you and a friend, cooperative trading card game where
All right, the motion's very like old school video game right now. Looks like a 90s video game camera motion. Bishop, you didn't tell me you were an Oysters guy? A what? He dropped a whole jar. It's so sad. He makes like 50 to 100 jars at a time, but still. Ah, okay. I was gonna say like how much honey do you get out of a bee farm? Like how many bees have to make that much honey, you know? Guys, I'm not 100% sure about this anymore, about the camera move. I know I'm cooking, but at what cost, you know? Because it looks weird when I do this. When I go through the layers, I think it looks weird. I think I have to go back. But how far can we go back is the real question. I think this is it. This is where we want to be. Okay. This is where we want to be. Speaking of honey. Anyway, I'm sorry. The position has to be here. Rotation has to be. You probably want the position actually to follow through. And then this can be put it. Struggling again, shaking my head. Honestly, I'm struggling with this, I think. It's coming along, but it's taking forever. And again, I'm kind of trying to decide whether I should really, first of all, I should make this like a quarter of the resolution so we don't have to, it's not going to look great, but we don't have to render it twice.
Where you and a friend face the cooperative trading card game where you and a
Yeah, it looks like the camera motion looks awful right now, but we will get there, I promise. That's how, honestly, the biggest thing about animation is making the motion look correct. That is the biggest thing for making the animation look good is how it moves. You have the worst art, but if the best art rather, and if you don't have proper proper looking animation, you've lost. And vice versa, right? You can make really good looking animations out of really shitty, art. Old school RuneScape. Sorry, I remember OSRS now as. I've been playing for 20 years. Dang. Yeah, damn. I got some from my cousin's farm in New York, made honey cookies with it so I could go, yummy. I'm playing old school RuneScape since it came out, but RuneScape in general 20 years. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I played RuneScape in 2010 era. Honestly, I never played it, unfortunately. I think if I went to public school my whole life, I definitely would have played it. But by the time I went to school, it was kind of like people were already over it. So I just got addicted to Anarchy Online instead. So trying to recreate the pointing meme, but I don't know if I can recreate the expression with my stuff. Should go to sleep anyway. Yeah, go to sleep, Tebow. You need sleep. But I believe in you. I believe you could do it. I've settled on for never animating. There you go. It's looking pretty cool though. Thank you. Yeah, it's getting there. Our problem is, well, for one, we probably need to scale this so it goes like this, right? So it's the problem is like, so basically with a lot of this, I sent my 2 attempts, by the way. Okay, let's take a look. We're getting close to an ad. They're just sitting there pogging. Let's attempt 1. Oops. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I somehow missed that. Yeah. There you go. I think, yeah, wide-eyed is good. That's funny. I like it. Yeah, it's kind of weird because, like, technically the eyes are a little bit more closed. Or maybe they're not. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. But the eyebrows are definitely up. But if you don't have eyebrows, it makes it a little difficult, right? Which is interesting because, like, for all my, like, little characters, the only one that has eyebrows is me. All the other characters don't. So one of the quick ways to fix this is just throw an easy ease on everything. We can see how that looks. Which basically just
game where you and a friend face the cooperative trading card game where you and
so it looks better already, right? Just with
this is Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative trading card game where you
right, that already looks better. But One of the things that I think would really help is have the camera continue to move forward throughout the rotational movement.
Game where you and a friend face a cooperative trading card game where you
That kind of helps. And then additionally, because like the camera, like you have to think of it like actual physics, right? Like the camera should continue to have momentum. Like it should be moving, it should be moving down as well. So really what we want to do is we want to add a keyframe here and then also add some downward movement as well. We're getting kind of close to this table, but maybe the cards will already be on there. And the one thing you can see, how do I do this? How do I do this so you can see it, but not this thing in the way? Kind of hard to see, but there's you see these points here? There's a point here and then a point there. What you really want, instead of having this be a straight line, you wanted a curved line. And I believe we can do that. The question is how. This point right here, I believe, needs to be curved. Is that right? Oh, we need to separate the dimensions, which is like a weird quirk of this program. There we go. All right. Yeah. See, now it makes like a loop-de-shoot movement. You see how that's got like a little bit of a curve to it instead of just a straight line. It may have messed up our whole thing, but we'll see how it looks.
Game where you and a friend face the cooperative trading card game where you and a
You see how it looks better, right? Dancing time. Yeah. Wait, I'm actually really far behind. See ya, Bishop. Sorry. Yeah, see ya, dude. It was good hanging. Thanks for stopping by, being here. Dance time. Okay, yeah. I sent the context, so I didn't. So eyebrows, yeah, maybe should experiment with eyebrows tomorrow. Yeah, you know, it's kind of sometimes you have to make do with your style, right, and see what you can do with what you got. But yeah, sorry, I missed what software we're using. This is Adobe After Effects. Yeah, see ya, Bishop. It's good having you here. Yeah, maybe we Oh, we're in an ad. I'm trying to decide if I should call it here, if we should just, if we want to keep working a little bit. The D&D things at it's at 6, which going right from stream to anything is like brain melting. So I don't know if I probably should just be done. Even though we got like nowhere at all with all this, but not nowhere, but you know what would really sell this though? Would really make this look good? Well, one is we need to have the camera continue to zoom in after it moves. Like I was like, yeah, we should definitely be done, and then I just keep working. Classic, right? We just keep zooming. No, wrong one. Why can't I see anything? There we go. And then honestly, motion blur would probably sell this. Let's just put it on full quality. Let's throw motion blur on literally everything, which is going to make this render 10 times lower. And then we'll see how it looks. and then we'll probably be done because it's gonna be time to be done. If I want to go go play D&D, if you insist. See how slow this is rendering now? I guess I should probably only render one view. That might make it faster, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I've been honestly kind of like just depressed from not interacting with humans in real life. So I really should do that. But yeah, as much as I like hanging out here, and honestly, this is kind of like, you know, human interaction, but it's not quite the same, you know. It definitely is. Like, I kind of wish like D&D was on like a Tuesday or a Thursday. It's not the same. Yeah, it's definitely not. It like fills some of the gaps, right? But it's definitely not the same. So yeah, I definitely need to get out more. Also, I had the chance to play D&D, I 100% would. So go have fun, man. Yeah.
This is Armies Against Entropy, trading card game where you and a friend face the relentless onslaught.
The board needs to be not as zoomed in. We need to figure out how to do that, but
this is Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative trading card game where you and a friend face the...
It needs to happen faster, but once we finish our Baldur's Gate 3 game, we can switch to D&D. Yeah, that'd be cool. I still have like a campaign that like me and like the guys were doing. I don't know if I'd continue that one or if we just start something new. I really like the world I made with the one I did. There's a lot of really cool stuff that I never really got to. So I don't know if I'd want to just pick up in the world we left off in, or if I'd want to like start over. I don't know. Or what other, like what the players would really want. You did a push-up redeem and I never did it, right? Did that happen? That happen again? Or am I just losing my mind? I think so. Yeah, I just kind of like ignored it. I was like, I'm busy. I'm working. All right, just for you two. Yeah, I was gonna say there's another one, right? What do you want? Do you want 20 push-ups or 40 sit-ups? I don't know what's more fun. I could just do both, but I feel like it's more fun to do one. Is it not? Am I silly? Should we try 20 push-ups? We'll try it. We'll give it a shot. I want to see failure. Bro, I'm not going to fail. I've got my Ash Ketchum hat placement. No, I know that's what you mean. I'm just telling you, I'm not going to fail. I got this, dude. Probably don't got this. I think like 15 is probably my max. Maybe? Nah, I don't know. I think I can do 20. Good form or else. Of course, dude. I don't know why I'm taking off my gloves, but felt necessary. All right. Can you see me? Good enough. Probably. Here we go. All right, ready? Nope. I died. Nope, can't do it. Yeah, 15 is my max. I tried. Here, we'll do 10 sit-ups to finish it off. Yeah, for being out of shape, 16 push-ups is okay, I would say. Anyway, a little bit of extra on the end there of the stream. Unanchored, I can do like 4 sit-ups. How do you guys usually anchor your feet? I feel like that's always been my problem with sit-ups.
This is Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative
We'll do this.
trading card game where you and a friend face the relentless onslaught of the old gods and their monstrous hordes. This is Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative trading card game where you and a friend face.
I don't know. It's coming along. It's something. I want to redo the background. I just feel like I can make this look better. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it looks good, right? Under a couch or something. Ah, gotcha. Well, I love how you both said the same thing. Then there'll be cards on the table and it zooms into those cards. Maybe it'll be like thrown onto the table too. We'll see. We're spending our whole animation budget on the intro. I say that even though I've already done oops. Even though I've already done like all this crap. Not this. I don't know. Like these and this. And like these and like this. Like this. Like all those. Like all this. We'll show this and then I'm gonna leave.
First are the old gods themselves. They are the primary adversaries, setting the game's difficulty by summoning powerful cards from their deck and overwhelming the players. Minions are weak cards played by the old gods to steadily erode the player's defenses, applying constant pressure throughout the game. Monsters are powerful cards played by the old gods, intended to deal damage to players with devastating attacks and abilities. Wastelands are cards that empower the old god to increase its card draw, threatening to overwhelm the players with additional threats. Ruins are cards used by the old god to impose negative effects on players, disrupting their strategies and changing the performance of the old god's cards. Curses are cards that immediately resolve, inflicting harsh penalties on the players, such as forcing difficult choices, disrupting their plans, or destroying their cards and units. This icon refers to the old god's main.
Anyway, you get the point. Every time you scroll through, my brain just goes like that. I hope you have an excellent time. I will do my best to have an excellent time. Toots, when are you streaming? My Tootian friend. Should do this before I forget. 7 p.m. EST. I'll probably miss the beginning of it, unfortunately. That's the problem with the D&D being... I'm gonna shout you out. Yeah, please be there for Toot, because I'm gonna be at D&D for the beginning of it at the very least. I'll hopefully catch it at the tail end, but Go to that link that I just shout out, or that if you for some reason the shout out isn't working. Click on that. Hope that's 1 a.m. for me. Tebow, go to bed. Let's see you there, Fig. Yeah. Yeah, everyone, if you can, go support him. We all love Toots. So anyway. Yep, that's it for me, I think. What did I just do? Oh, yeah, okay. Twas good, my friends. I feel like we didn't really get that much done, but we've got a plan, right? I guess that's what matters. Okay, here we are. All right, y'all. Oh, let's find someone to raid. I'm like, all right, I guess it's time to go. And I'm like, why does it feel like there's something wrong here? What am I missing? Yeah, because I gotta shave the old scalp, you know, and I gotta get ready to leave and eat dinner. Am I out of focus? I am. That's annoying. Some soft focus right there. All right, no, that's something I do next time. I'm getting distracted. Anyway, okay, raid. Let's see. Who are we following that is live? Y'all have any thoughts? I feel like Tebow, go to bed. I know I said eyebrows tomorrow. Tebow, dang it, get some sleep. Yeah, good one, y'all. Freshen up for that D&D, exactly. So I guess, you know, honestly, to stay on brand, let's raid Robbie. He does D&D stuff. That seems fitting. He's doing some creating a warlock subclass, D&D prep, advice and hangout. He's a cool dude. What is he wearing? Wearing a magical girl thing? I guess he is. Anyway, here we are. Y'all, see you later. Yeah, I'll see you Friday. See you Friday. Anyway, peace out, y'all.